tendency is towards comedy anyway, so I kind of liked what was going on between me and young Fergus in season 2. Young Roman Peru when he was in it. It just seemed like a lovely little comedy duo that we had going on, so I got a big kick out of that.
That's the thing, like, you're a great comedian. I think you're a great comedian as well, like, I agree with that. As I watched some of your scenes, I'm like, you would, like, amazing, like, comedy actor.
Hey, thanks, dude.
Welcome.
No, but I think you're right. I think there is. I mean, you're not bad. There is so much comedy in all the characters, and I never.
So much comedy.
Apart from John Gray, obviously.
Great question, great question. Thanks so much. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jen from New Jersey.
Hi.
I would like to know, which character do you guys, each of you, think that you would get along best with in real life? It could be your character, another character. Like, which one would you want to bring to a party with you?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I think I would have got on with Angus and his love of whiskey. We would have got on well.
They're thinking.
Ah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Well, I would get along best with Jamie.
Yeah.
A lot of us do.
I've been living with him for 50 years and we still get along all right.
What about you?
I'm still thinking, still in that dimension. Still thinking.
I don't think I would get on. I don't think Jamie would like me.
He wouldn't like.
He wouldn't like.
He would have no time for you.
Stupid actor. I don't know. That's a good question. Kind of. Maybe Roger would be kind of fun at a party, right? I mean,
Yeah?
could be.
Play some music.
Yeah, he'd probably bore you with some facts, but yeah.
I want to say Murdoch, he's sitting next to me, why not? Yeah, everyone loves Murdoch, you can't go wrong with that. That's a strong choice.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks so much for your question. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Lorianne from Philly.
Hi, great.
This question's for Sam. So I noticed that Jamie does a lot of crying scenes.
Crying scenes?
Crying scenes. Yeah, you do cry quite a bit.
Cry, baby.
It's just so good.
So my question is, what method do you use to kind of cry on command?
I would say he's very stoic, so I'm not sure he does. I mean, I don't think he's a crier. As in, I don't think he openly kind of weeps, but I think he always holds things back. He's strong, and I think, but that's what's really fun to play, right? I mean, it's much more interesting to play someone not wanting to cry. But I don't ever try and go out of my way to squeeze one out, so to speak.
Yeah.
Lots of onions.
Yeah, you try too hard.
Squeeze one out. That's what you're going to walk away in this conversation with.
That's my method.
Yeah, just try squeezing it out. What is he doing? He's squeezing.
A lot of facial expressions up here.
I'm gonna try that. I'll try that.
So when that tear does roll down, you don't have. How do you make that happen?
I don't know.
CGI.
It's all fake. It's all fake.
I creep up and pinch him really hard.
Cry now.
Right now, Sam.
Now, Sam.
I don't know. It's a funny one because sometimes if you read a scene and it says, for instance, Jamie cries. It's these stage directions are kind of slightly unhelpful because I always feel like you don't know what's going to happen. Well, the character's feeling how the character's going to react. And so it's not about going for the end product. It's just as we probably said earlier, sort of leaning into the emotion, leaning into the character, and then whatever comes out of that will, I guess, move you hopefully. But yeah, it is a tough one. What about you guys? I mean,
So that's the school of Sam Hewen, how to cry.
how to cry? Just see what happens.
You want to know how I cry? No, just thinking.
We all want to do.
You cry a lot. You cry alone.
I practice a lot, just thinking of you. I think Sam actually said, I agree with that. You don't try to cry, it happens. And if you try to cry, it won't happen. And if it does happen, you're like, and you get that single tear, and then quietly inside you're like punching the air, like, yes!
But it's also difficult because, you do the scene so many times, so you also don't want to peak too early.
And that's what happened.
It's full of euphemisms this morning.
Pitch it out and pick too early.
Yeah.
Squeeze it out.
Yeah.
Squeeze it out. Yeah.
Squeeze it out.
Certainly don't want to finish early, that would be terrible.
Yeah, you don't want to finish early.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Moving swiftly on.
Let's take it on over here. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Mara. I'm also from across the river in Jersey.
Great to have you here.
Last year, Diana, you talked a lot about trauma, and I see a lot of themes running through the show and, of course, the books up until and including the daily lines that you published. Thank you for those. But a theme that I've noticed since the beginning that's very relevant to who we have on stage is unrequited love. So Lord John, his entire character is about unrequited love. So I'd like to hear a little bit about how that has informed his character. And Duncan, I would love to know how it informed the later part of Myrta's character. And Diana, I'd love to know how you chose it as a theme that runs throughout your books. Thank you.
Well, the essence of a good story is conflict, and conflict results from a character in a situation that is affecting him or her adversely, usually, occasionally positively, but not that often. And requited love is great when it happens, but there need to be a lot of roadblocks in the way, or it doesn't work very well. You just meet and kiss, and that's it. This is not a story. You don't have any conflict. So, what kind of conflict do you have if it's a love story? Well, you have circumstance separating the lovers, as in one of them being on one side of a 200-year gap and the other on the other, as in one of the parties being married to somebody else, and the other party being married to somebody else. Okay, that kind of exhausts that, but what do we have left? Well, we have Lord John, who is a very nice guy, but, obviously in love with Jamie, which is a problem. He already has too many people in love with him. No room for more. But as it is, people say, well, how did you decide to make Lord John gay? I didn't. He just showed up that way. I mean, really, he did. And so, that being so, well, then I began looking at homosexuality in the 18th century, which was a really bad situation. It was a capital crime. If they caught you at it, you would be hanged. And, or if not that, banished from the country, and in any case, your entire family would be ruined, because back in the day, they thought that kind of behavior was A, hereditary, and B, catching. So if you had a homosexual person in your family, nobody else would have anything to do with you. No one would patronize your business. They wouldn't let their daughters marry your other sons, because who knew? They might be. So, this is very dangerous. And so Lord John lives with that kind of danger, with the consciousness of it all the time, which makes him both a very strong character, but also one who is subject to constant conflict. In other words, anything he does is interesting.
That's a really interesting question, actually. It was one of the kind of key things I thought about when playing that character, because, Myrta had obviously this huge, everlasting love for Ellen. And I think this is such a weird thing about unrequited love. Obviously, it's just like an ideal that could never be blemished, really. It never has to be put to the fire and put to the test. And I think it ended up as a kind of Myrta's tragic flaw. It's something, if you can't let go of it, it forms a lot of the rest of the character. The stoicism of Myrta, like the loyalty, it's just his inability to let go of this kind of ideal of what something should be. It really kind of impacted the way of everything I played about that character. Yeah, so then he met Jocasta and couldn't quite come to grips with it all. But unrequited love is, oh wow, yeah, it's such a huge impactful thing in people's lives, and you should just let go. Really.
I thought he was so tragic, Myrta, the way you played him. Certainly, because I always felt that he's this kind of sad, solitary figure in a way that and when we first meet him, he's definitely still in love with her, or the memory of her and his sort of loyalty to her. I thought it was beautiful. And then obviously, I think we all kind of enjoyed the sort of Jocasta of it slightly at the end, because it was like, he's finally got a chance.
Finally gonna get some.
He's gonna get some. And you could squeeze one out. Yeah.
Let's squeeze one out. David, any thoughts on your character?
Yes. No, I think playing him, I think Tanner did a great job saying everything that needed to be said, but in the playing of him, it's helped me understand love in new ways. Love is a very complex emotion, and it's the one that we're all fascinated by, and what I think draws us to the show, and its various iterations in the show and formulations with Claire and Jamie, Roger and Bree, or John. I mean, there's a love story happening with everyone, and a lot of drama. It's all about love. A lot of human drama is always about love, and I think what's special about Lord John is it gives him just this kind of inner life, and his and a tragedy to him, which is it's really compelling to play. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Great question.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Dorothy from Conroe, Texas. And first, I'd like to say hello to Diana and Doug. We were on the cruise with you last year.
Thank you.
And then my question is kind of for the other cast members, but Sam might have some input into this. I wondered what antics he might have been involved with behind the scenes.
Oh. Antics.
A lot of his phone. Doing business deals. I don't know.
I don't know if I mean, we get asked this question quite a bit, and I mean, we don't really mess around.
No.
Per se.
Yeah, we do, but nothing repeatable.
Yes.
I don't think it happened. I must have not been there. Yeah, I wasn't invited to the messing around.
But I would say that when we all get together, it is trouble, especially Lauren, Cesar, Sophie, Richard. When we're all in a scene together, the family's all together, it is chaos. I mean, there's like 20 conversations going on. The poor crew are trying to next, do the scene, and it's madness. So I think those are probably the most wild times we have. They're just that bunch. It's hard to corral them into one, into doing their job.
The absolute filth that Gary Lewis used to come out
Well,
with.
Gary Lewis,
Laird,
of course, yes. Colin was
Colin was
notorious.
Between takes was quite hilarious, involving Mrs. Fitz and
Yeah, there was a whole backstory there.
Google.
Yeah.
There is a great sense of play on set. Like it's not serious, but like we're in costumes doing like dress ups, playing stuff. So you get silly, but all the time you actually can't remember what you did. I think. But yeah, it's always great. We've only had 1 or 2 scenes, but like when we're on set, like there are scenes where we really need to dial it in, and other scenes when we're just like mucking around, like especially when there's multiple people on set.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's just like you have those moments of like, what a weird job we have, and it's awesome to have that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Rochelle Heller. I'm from Maroon, New Jersey.
Welcome.
Thank you. My question is, there's some rumors that potentially the Outlander season may end after season 8. Is there any truth to those rumors? And if the opportunity presents itself for a season 9 and hopefully eventually season 10, to continue?
We're still on season 7.
Yeah, no, absolutely nothing has been, officially released regarding that. So, even if we do anything, we couldn't tell you.
So close, so close.
But you thought someone would break, didn't you?
Thought we could squeeze one out for you right there. I know. Thank you so much. Hi.
Hello, my name is Tommy. I'm from New York, and my question is, I was really sad that Laura, who plays Jenny, of course, wasn't able to come back. I know through circumstances that were beyond everyone's control, but was there any other characters that you wish you could have more time with, or, wish you could kind of bring back?
Yeah.
I hate the fact that I never got to, I think it was only one scene I got to act with Tobias, Blackjack. Yeah, he was such a great actor that I regret not having more acting time with Tobias.
Well, obviously, yeah, it was very excited about Laura, but I don't want to give anything away, and I don't think I'm allowed to. But yeah, we have some great actors in the show, really good, and I would love to have had scenes with Tobias, more scenes with Tobias, because he was so fun to work with, and I thought I really enjoyed the stuff that we had. I mean, it was so intense. I mean, the end of season 1 was just crazy, but yeah, he's brilliant, and I'd just like to see him come back somehow. Can we do that? Ghost?
The power is right to your left, right over there. So
Yeah,
you never know. Thank you so much. Hi.
Hi, my name is Brenda Maley, and I'm from Massachusetts, and I live very close to the official start of the American Revolution, Concord in Lexington.
Yes.
So, been looking forward to the American Revolution scenes. But anyway, I got this question. Oh, and I also wanted to say, I discovered Outlander in 2020 during the shutdown and the pandemic, and it absolutely got me through the pandemic.
Hey!
So thank you all very much for that. So this question came to me through my Twitter feed as I was sitting there earlier, and it's a follow-up to something Sam spoke about yesterday in the panel, and I'm bringing the question level down a whole lot. So anyway, it's a follow-up on the dismounting question. So my Twitter friend wanted to know, have there ever been any costume malfunctions, dismounting, or, and this can be for everybody, costume malfunctions, prop malfunctions that led to like an embarrassing or funny situation?
Those costumes are pretty
I had a scene where I think it got cut from the episode, but it was in Ardmere where Murta gets dragged out and gets whipped, and John Gray kind of stops it just from happening. But we have these kind of like, I don't know what they're called, like, it's 17th century trousers, and like, I was left to my own devices. Usually you have like a costume lady come along to just check what you're wearing. I put mine on back to front. So the whole scene, I'm being dragged out by these two redcoats. I get strapped to the post, and then you just see these Calvin Klein briefs.
He's been around a long time.
So Calvin Klein was back there. Murta back in
Always stylish.
Thank you so much.
Sure. I'm going to see the three of you for a photo soon.
We'll see you there.
Awesome. Thank you. So we have about 9 minutes remaining. We're going to try to get through as many as we can. Hi.
Hi, my name's Chris and I'm from Long Island, and this question's on behalf of my mom.
Just let the record show.
There, yeah.
Let the record show.
Near the end of season 6, Jamie sends Fergus out on assignment to basically clear his mind from all the problems he was having during that season. And what she wants to know is, do you think we'll see him again at any point in season 7 along with his wife Marcelli? Mersley, excuse me, sorry.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he hasn't showed up yet, but I haven't seen everything yet either.
Giving nothing away.
No. But there sounds like a possible hope there. So
We'll give him something for his mom. What do we tell him then?
What can we tell him?
She's raised a very curious boy. Has asked a very, very good question. You tell your mom.
Did you come here on your own free will? Or?
Yeah.
thank you so much, man. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Gabriella. I'm from New Jersey. I'm so happy to be here. Okay. Let's see. So I'm one of those people who does have trouble concentrating when I read a book, so shout out to Davina Porter for being an excellent narrator for when I need to switch to audiobooks. So when I started reading Echo and the Bone, I was kind of like, who are all these characters? characters and like, oh my goodness, there's so many people. And then when, I don't know, read the books. Like when I first met Willie, I was like, okay, but do I want to listen to you? You seem kind of like a child, but you are a child. Anyway, lots of stories in Echo and the Bone. How much of that can we expect to see in the next season with so many storylines? Like, and I know we still haven't really gotten past the end of the last book in the season.
Well, let me say, the way the last book ends, go tell the bees that I am gone, and I hope I am not spoiling this for anyone, but given the way that that ends, you know, it is pretty obvious that William is going to be in the first scene of the next book.
Oh, yeah, I mean in the season.
Oh, that I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
That's all they can tell you. That's all they can tell you.
I would say, just going back to the question about unrequited love, I think Jamie's relationship with Willie is one of the most interesting things to play for me. This unrequited love, that he can't love his son, he can't be a father to him, but he has found ways of doing that. And I just think, yeah, it's a really nice, another sort of, I don't know, side to Jamie's character, you know, that he has this unrequited love that he desperately wants to be his father, but he can't. And I think it makes this relationship really interesting as well.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting ride.
Yes.
Hey, Daddy.
Thank you for your question. Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey now.
Too bad about the Cardinals. Anyways, I heard that, Sam, you know the ending to the book. That Diana told you the ending to the book. Has that ending changed or been updated?
Oh yeah, do tell.
Yeah. No, the ending hasn't changed. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in between now and then that I don't know yet, mind you, but I don't think it's going to change given the circumstances.
Oh, you sent it to me, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Do you want me to read it out? Oh, no Wi-Fi.
Oh.
But you did, very early on.
And I have one more quick question. Favorite filming location?
Where the stones are, where the standing stones, it's up near Schiehallion, Kinloch Ranach. It's a very beautiful location with this big mountain, Schiehallion, that sits there. There's something about it that's very magical, not just because it's where you can go through the stones and go back in time. There's something about that place which is just amazing.
Yeah, David.